Alright, YouTube, what's up? Just to start out with this, the very beginning, my knife people, don't sweat it, man. I'm going to be producing a bunch of more knife videos. I'm not done. I'm just on my bikes taking a break. I have multiple hobbies, so I'm doing this video. If you don't like it, buzz off. Anyway, I'm here with my XR and talk about some of the mods I've got on this one. And this is a 2021 XR650L. I've had a 2007 XR650L. I've owned this 2021 since it had 800 miles on it. The 2007 I bought brand new in 2007. So I'm familiar with these bikes, riding them and modifying them and what it takes to make them right. And I started riding, let's put this in perspective here. I started riding on a 1979 Honda Z50R. It was a 79 model that was bought brand new in 1980. So I've been riding that long. So anybody on here talking about, they got some kid talking about 10 years of experience and he knows what he's talking about, all that. You are a kid, man. I got socks older than 10 years old. So here we go. I'm going to talk about these mods on here and what I've done, my feelings about it. But I guess we'll get this one out of the way first. Everybody's upgrading these sprockets in the front of these because the narrower sprocket seems to tear up the splines on the output shaft. So this one has a upgraded 14 tooth wider one on there, and this is an upgraded 15 tooth that I ran for a little while. This is a wider one too. These make more contact on the splines and don't tear the splines up as bad, even though I can't say I had any problems on my 2007, which had 10,000 miles on it, when I finally changed the front one out from the factory stock 15 to a XR650R sprocket, which is wider. But I don't recommend that because they're not in line with your chain going back and forth. And you're going to have the sprocket over here and the rear one back over here. They're not going to be in line like they should be. So that's not something I recommend running. These will keep your chain in line, if you know what I'm talking about, alignment. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you shouldn't even be messing with your bike, man. Of course, I've got those access ports with some bling on them. ProLink stickers there. I went to the XR600R blue seat. I wanted a blue seat. I wanted to say XR on it. Didn't want the 600 on it, but I found an XR 600 seat, and yes, they do go on the XR650L. She has an IMS tank. That's a 4-gallon tank with the 85 Honda wing stickers on them. I think they're JFG. I can't remember what these are. These are the hand guards from Amazon. These are the cheaper ones. They're not Barkbuster level, but I had these on my 2007. I got them on here, and I can say they've saved me from breaking levers. And I've been off-road and dropped this bike, or not this one, but the old one, and broke a clutch lever out in the middle of nowhere in a trail. And talking about fun getting home. I got home, but yeah, you can just imagine. But yeah, blue fork boots, because I just like the blue Honda blue seat thing. You know, the red and blue. That's just classic Honda. I might go to. I got some yellow number backing for the side panel, so probably going to go to that. But as you can see, the smog pump is gone too. And the carburetor has been jetted up. It has 20,000 shim under the needle. It has a slide drilled out 5/32. It has a 160 main and a 55 pilot. Now normally I would have had to drill out the air screw in the back. With this bike, I got lucky. I didn't have to adjust it, tweak it. It was fine the way it was, and how often does that happen? So I left it alone. This bike, once it's warmed up and running, there is zero hesitation in that throttle. You can whack that throttle as hard as you want, as fast as you want, open it up, and it will not hesitate. This motor runs clean and smooth now. And of course, it has the unifilter in there, and the airbox snorkel has been removed in this thing. It's got the blue bag instead of the red one, and the red seat cover going, obviously. I did the LED tail light from Amazon. This has a license plate light on it, so it shines down and hits my license plate. The light's super bright. Let me see if I can turn it on. I don't know if I got my, nope, don't have my key on me. Sorry, guys. I turn it on, but it's super bright, being LED. It's all kind of like the Western Fire Sports tail light they sell too. I've had that on my other bike, and it's fine. I'll make a quick comment on that. The other Western Power Sport tail light, I've seen other people put it on and complain that the bulb blew out and didn't last any time at all. And what is going on there is you wired it backwards. You wired the brake light to the running light part and the running light to the brake light part. That's why it seems on all the time and dim and blows out so fast. But hey, what do I know? Okay, XR's only slip-on exhaust in the back muffler. Sounds good. More Pro Elite stickers over here. Just some more bling. This motor, I'll give you a little background on this. This whole bike is based on the XR600 platform. You know, it is not an XR600, but it's close. It's the same frame pretty much with the highway, or not the highway pegs, the passenger pegs on the back. One addition to the frame. And of course, it's got a battery box on it and everything. But this is basically an XR600, but to get that 44 more cc's or whatever they punched it out to more than the 600, it's got a longer stroke. So yeah, it's gonna have more torque. It's gonna take away some of them RPMs on the top. So it's not quite an XR600 motor all the way, but it's close. You know, they are good running motors. If you ever rode one of these, you know the torque is there. You don't have to rev these bikes, you short shift them. Wheelie machines, yes. I think the old one I ran 48, 15 on it. I'm running 14, 45 on this one. So if you switch teeth in the back and you want to upgrade it, you want to go 3 teeth add in the back to lower it. If you're going to do it in the front, instead of adding 3 in the front, which you don't have the teeth to add and take away up there, it's so small, you only got to drop 1 tooth to get the same effect of 3 teeth in the rear. Or add 1 tooth to get the same effect of changing 3 in the rear. It's the opposite, so it can be easier to re-gear using the front sprocket a lot of times. I tried to run 48, 14 on here, and man, you talk about wheeling through the gears and power is there. There's no gap in the gears in. You know, the transmission feels great, but I was pretty much wrapped out at 75 mile an hour. I mean, that's all it had. I mean, that's it. You know, it's going to blow up about at 75 is what it sounds like. You know, and I'm still kind of high RPMs even at 65. I'm like, so I dropped what was it, the 48 back on it or the 45 from the 48. You know, and it left the 14 on the front. So I still got geared down, but not quite as much. But it definitely pulls nice, and I can still probably hit 80, maybe 85, I don't know. Or at least I was on cruise 55 without being super high in RPMs. But good bikes, man. That's just all I got to show you for now. I'm trying to think anything else that's on here. Hand guards, that's pretty much it, I think. So I'm glad you checked it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.